What they didn't know was that the quiet girls standing in front of them had just returned from places where survival was measured in seconds, not days. The afternoon sun beat down on Fort Bragg's dusty training ground. She was 22, maybe 5'3", with dark hair pulled back tight and a face that still looked teenage soft. In crisp new fatigues, she looked like someone's little sister who had wandered onto base by mistake. Sergeant First Class Derek Morrison, fire first. 6'4", 2 to 40 pounds of muscle and ego with a shaved head and a voice that could crack concrete. He was running selection trials for an elite joint task force. Who brought their daughter to work? Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Laughter rippled through the 27 male candidate strangers, all seasoned operators. Maya stood among them like a sparrow in a murder of crows. She stepped forward. Petty Officer Maya Chen, sir, I'm here for selection. Morrison's face twisted with amusement. He walked toward her slowly, boots kicking up dust. Petty Officer, what did you do? Navy push papers on a ship. More laughter. A blonde ranger nudged his buddy. Maybe she's lost. The Navy exchange is on the other side of base. Sweetheart. Maya's jaw tightened, but her face stayed neutral. In Buddhist training, showing emotion meant destruction. Morrison leaned close. Look, little girl. This isn't summer camp. This is Tier 1 selection. We're building a team for the worst hellholes on the planet. You don't belong here. Go back before you get hurt. I'm qualified, sir, Maya said quietly. Qualified? Morrison barked. You can't even carry half our gear, he addressed the group. This is what happens when they lower standards. Political correctness infecting warrior culture. He turned back to Maya. Saw off, little girl. Find a desk job. The silence that followed burned with humiliation. Maya stood there, feeling 27 pairs of eyes on her. Then she smiled, not friendly. The smile of someone who'd heard this before, knew exactly how it ended. With respect, sir, I'll stay. Unless you're ordering me to leave. Morrison's eyes narrowed. You want to embarrass yourself? Fine. Get information when you quit, and you will. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hope you brought band-aids. Princess Morrison blew his whistle. First evolution, full combat load 80 lb twin bomb rock march, 15 minutes per mile minimum, fall behind, you're done. The rock march was designed to break people. 12 miles through sand hills and unforgiving terrain under punishing sun. Maya shouldered her rock and started moving. The weight settled like a familiar burden. Her legs found their rhythm, short, efficient strides. Muscle memory from 1,000 repetitions stopped by mile 3. 2 candidates had dropped. By mile 6. Morrison watched Maya with confusion. She wasn't struggling. She wasn't even breathing hard. Mechanical precision. Perfect posture despite crushing weight. Men around her grunted and cursed. She was silent. By mile 9. She'd passed half the group. Morrison jogged beside her. You think finishing a ruck proves something? She didn't look at him. No, sir, but it's a start. Where do you serve? Can't say, sir. Classified. They marched in silence. Morrison studied her profile. The soft face was deceiving. Her eyes saw something he couldn't. When they crossed the finish at mile 12, Maya was top 5. She dropped her ruck with controlled precision and stood at attention, uniform soaked, but composure unshaken. Morrison pulled out his phone and called Naval Special Warfare Command. This is FC Morrison. I need a file on Petty Officer Maya Chen. The silence lasted too long. Sir, that file's restricted. Morrison's stomach tightened. A new voice holder. Authoritative. This is Commander Reese. You're inquiring about Petty Officer Chen. Yes. She's here for selection. I need to verify her background. How did you treat her when she arrived? Question caught Morrison off guard. Morrison didn't answer. Reese's voice turned cold. Let me educate you. Maya Chen completed Bud S at 19. Youngest female, one of the youngest ever to earn a Trident. She endured Hell Week with a stress fracture that would have hospitalized most men. She refused to quit. She deployed 3 times to classified locations. Conducted direct action raids, hostage rescues, intelligence gathering that would break seasoned veterans. Morrison felt ice spreading through his chest. She was awarded a Bronze Star with Valor for saving 12 hostages and 4 teammates. She was shot twice during that operation. Still completed the mission. Reese's voice dropped dangerously. Candidates, and you told her to cough because she didn't look the part. Silence stretched like a chasm. Is she still there? Yes, sir. Good. Apologize, then watch her during selection. She outperformed half your boys. Remember this conversation. Line went dead. Morrison stood in the heat, phone pressed to his ear, feeling gut-punched. He walked back to the training ground. Maya stood in formation, calm and quiet. Petty Officer Chen, a word. She stepped out. Yes, sir. He really looked at her this time. Past the small frame, he saw scars on her forearms, perfect balance. Eyes that didn't blink. I owe you an apology. I judged you without knowing anything. That was unprofessional and wrong. Understood, sir. I spoke with Commander Reese. He told me what you've done, what you've survived. I respect the hell out of that. He paused. You got nothing to prove. But if you want to continue, you're welcome. Maya nodded. I'll continue, sir. I came to earn a spot. I'd like to finish what I started. Over the next week, Maya dismantled every assumption, outscored everyone on marksmanship, completed underwater obstacles faster than men twice her size, performed battlefield medicine with the calm of someone who'd done it under fire, with people bleeding. Out in her hands, the blonde Ranger Jackson approached her after a grueling day. Hey Chun, I owe you an apology. I was an asshole. Maya looked up from cleaning her rifle. Yeah, you were. Jackson winced. You're the real deal. I have served with good operators. You're right up there. She nodded. Thanks. What was it like, being in the teams? Maya's expression softened. Hard. Hardest thing I've ever done, but worth it. The guys I served with didn't care what I looked like downrange. They cared whether I could do the job, whether I had their backs. Everything else was noise. That's what matters. That's all that matters, Maya corrected. On the final day, Morrison gathered the remaining 14 candidates. Maya sat in the second row, focused. You've all proven yourselves. You've earned your spots. His eyes found Maya. Some exceeded every expectation. You reminded me we don't judge warriors by appearance. We judge them by actions. He yelled at the folder. This team will deploy to the most dangerous locations on Earth. When we do, I need to know everyone next to me is capable, competent, and committed. He looked at Maya. Petty Officer Chen, you've demonstrated all three. Welcome to the team. The room erupted in genuine applause. Hard-earned respect from men who'd watched her prove herself repeatedly. After the briefing, Morrison pulled her aside. What I said that first day will haunt me. I almost cost this team one of its best operators because of my ignorance. Maya met his eyes. But you didn't, sir. You checked yourself. You learned that matters more than the mistake. Still, I'm sorry. Truly, apology accepted, sir. He extended his hand. She shook it firm, confident. When we deploy, I want you on point for high-risk entries. You've got the best instincts I have seen in years. Mia smiled. Roger that, sir. Months later, in a dusty compound halfway around the world, facing overwhelming odds, Maya would prove herself again. She would save lives, eliminate threats, and lead her team through hell with the same quiet competence she'd shown that first day at Fort Bragg. And every member of that team would trust her with their lives, because she'd earned it. Not by shouting, not by demanding recognition, but by showing up, doing the work, and refusing to quit no matter how many times someone said she didn't belong. Because strength doesn't announce itself. It simply shows up and does the work. And when it speaks, everyone listens. Years later, Maya would mentor young operators. She'd tell them about that first day, about Morrison's words, about the laughter, and she'd smile and say, they'll doubt you. Let them. Then prove them wrong so completely that they never doubt anyone like you again. If this story moved you, drop a comment below telling me what moment hit you hardest. And if you believe in earning respect through action, hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started. More stories of courage and warriors who refuse to quit are coming. See you in the next one.